Good morning, you guys. Hello. Oh la la. I grabbed my coffee so y'all can see it because I've been saying the wrong. This is the coffee I've been drinking. Dark roast French roast. That's what it is. And I've been saying Park Place, Pike Place, whatever. I think that's the medium roast that I had about that time. This is the stay in, get in, not get out. This is the get in. Oh, I just made a mess. It's always, I be trying to mix up that cinnamon. Oh, I'm gonna wait for a few people to get in here. And I'm really hoping this one isn't a long one for real, for real. I got a lot of stuff I gotta take care of in the office. But I wanna make sure that everybody makes it in. I don't want any of the stalkers to miss the beginning. Yeah. Of the video. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Alicia, good morning. Yes, cheers to coffee. Latanya, good morning. Yes. Please, I want to make sure. Make sure you hear the words that I say and understand. So I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Y'all grab your cups. Grab your cups of Joe. Yes, Alicia, a lot of people are very nosy. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about that. Yes. Because if it's on the internet, it's real. If it's not on the internet, it's real. What's real? Cooking what you need. Good morning. Is this a members only? Did I set this up for members only? Maybe this all it look like. Oh, okay, Tanya's in here. Okay. Because I was like, I don't see nothing but green. But seriously, I think, but if it's on the internet, is it real? If it's not on the internet, is it real? You get what I'm saying? Like, so do you really have to measure everything by if it was actually put out here on social media? Like, seriously. Like, I am like 30 minutes away from being 46 years old. And I come from an era where we didn't have social media. Let me explain something too. I didn't even do MySpace. Never, when I say never had a MySpace, I was a late bloomer to Facebook. Left Facebook when I got monetized on YouTube. Because then I started figuring out like, oh, well, all I see on Facebook is everybody I went to school with, you know, that kind of, it's like a reunion. And then it started getting heavily, you know, oversaturated with ads all the time, you know, on my Facebook. And I can click on that, like, if I want to see, you know, pictures of my family. And, like, why am I interested in these people that I went to school with? They weren't interested in me when I was at the damn school. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're my friend in real life. Okay? That's the thing. And that's what I just want people to differentiate real life and social media. I can get on social media. You can get on social media and be anybody you want to be. But in real life, it might not be what you put out here on social media. But why are we caught up in this time of if it's on the internet, and the facade for me is the internet. I call it the internet. So if it's on there, it's real. If it's not on there, it's real, right? That's where I get confused and where I get caught up at. Alicia. But it's on the internet though, Alicia. So it's real, right? Mm. Y'all, let's take a sip of coffee. Now, is that a mystery man? Is it a whammy? Chabu bye. And let me tell you, and what I think, and this is the wild thing for me is, yeah, I don't know, like I've just never been heavy into because it was, oh, you have to, everything has to be Instagram official, Facebook official. I don't know. What else is out there? Snapchat official. I don't even have Snapchat. Snapchat official. TikTok. I don't even be over there. I be forgetting. I go to TikTok so I can see what days you're doing. Kimmy and Polly and anybody else that I follow. That's it. So I can like, oh, let me swipe. And I totally forget that's even over there. Because guess what? Guess what? Let me tell y'all something. When you have too much time on your hands, you have nothing but too much time to be in your head to get on people's nerves. Girl, it be grinding my gears when you know the person in real life and they be online being so fake. I want to call them out so bad right on that post. But that's the thing, Alicia. So, boom. And that's what I'm trying to get at, right? Is that if you know a person in real life, and what not everybody do IRL, if you know a person in real life, why do you judge them based off of the social media life? This shit, a lot of it is for entertainment purposes. Just like even when you watch, okay, and let me give another scenario. When you watch movies, just in case y'all didn't know, and I want y'all to be today years old to know that when it says based on a true story, everything that's happening, everything that you're watching on that screen, some things have been a little bit changed up because it made it a little bit more interesting, right? It's for the likes. It's the same thing with TV. The likes, the views, the shares, the engagement to draw people in. It's what they do in Hollywood. Yeah. Right. Even you be knowing those people, you like, Lord have mercy, why she on here lying? Because I know. Because I know. When I sit here and I give people names, like I sit here, I typically don't ever give a person like in my life a name, like their real name. Everybody gets assigned a name, right? That's more interesting for us over here. That's more interesting. We had starch pants, security, deodorant. Like, you get what I'm saying? That made it interesting, right? Yes, that's the thing. It's like, I just don't understand. Like, people, y'all gotta sometimes stop getting so caught up in, oh, because it was on social media, because somebody said it on social media. Like, did you do your homework? Especially if you know a person in real life, just ask them. Just ask them. You can't stop the fakeness. People gotta stop. Yeah, the weirdness needs to stop too. It does. It really does. But if you put it on the internet, it's real. That's the world that we live in, though. That if it's on the internet, then it's real. It's wow. That's what it is. Y'all, hold on. I talked to Dad last night, y'all. I talked to Dad. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be like, oh, he didn't sound, because, my dad's very monotone anyway. But I said, but Dad had an abnormal EKG, whatever what's the word called? He said the first EKG was AFib or something, whatever that means. So I don't know what a lot of that stuff means. But I think I remember that word being used before, and that's what kept him in the hospital. But then yesterday he had a better EKG. He had some scans on his head. So that hasn't came back yet, to find out about that. But I did talk to my guy last night. And this is real, okay? This is real. This is not entertainment purposes, okay? Dad Chronicles is real, okay? For the stalker that wants to know my real life and come on YouTube to want to see what's going on in my real life instead of asking me in real life. Thank you, Alicia. Yep. That's my guy. Yeah. But he's doing good. I talked to him. Oh, what else is going on? I was getting ready to tell y'all something else. So, Dad, it was something else I was getting ready to talk about. I talked about it in real life. Like, how are y'all gonna differentiate what's on the internet, like a person's social media, in real life? Like, if it's on the internet, is it real? If it's not on the internet, is it real? Nola, good morning. Just a few more days. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Y'all, I love the month of August. I do. Because it belongs to me. And I have to share it with my best friend too, but yeah. Oh. Hey, Jenny Vat. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to think of what I was getting ready to talk to y'all about. Let me tell y'all something else. What's the name of the movie? I have attempted to watch. Hold on. Cashapp. Okay. Okay, I told y'all that there was a movie that I was watching. I thought it was a brand new movie. It's just brand new for my eyes, okay? It came out in 2024. It's called Cashapp. This is real life. This is real life. Please, memo takers, this is real life. This is not for entertainment purposes. This is real life. This story is real life, okay? So I told y'all about this Cashapp. When I was telling y'all about John Travolta and Quavo in the movie together, right? And so I think I told y'all about that on a Saturday. Today's Wednesday, so we just say to Tuesday. I'm still trying to watch the movie. It's not good. I just keep going to sleep. And guess what? Let me preface this. This is real life. This is real life. I had made me a drink, y'all. Tito's and baby, what is it? Topo Chico. Yes, I was trying to see my Taco Tuesday was hitting a little different yesterday. I had my drink was Espanol, Tito and Chico. And so so what happened, what woke me up I had my drink in my hand and I spilled it on me in the bed. Got to pull the sheets off. Got to do all of this. Tired of the bitch. Baby, I done went to sleep holding that drink and spilled it. It wasn't meant for me to have it, and I cannot finish this movie. It's almost here. This is real life. Let me tell y'all something else about real life. Y'all, your boy. Okay, now that's probably not real life. That's probably not y'all's boy. Let me say that. That might not be real life. But your boy, because for entertainment purposes, I say y'all's boy. He got that pen. He done had that pen since he went in there. He had the pen specially made the day before he went into office. And he been doing so much stuff with this pen. I thought he was getting ready to get rid of all these taxes. Yeah. I thought he was finna help a sister out. But I was like, babe, I need a husband, a wife, or something. I need to be married or something. I need them to stop taking so much money out, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was getting ready to happen. What happened with that? What happened with that? I love the month of August too. It's your anniversary month. Hey, Sheila, good morning. Yes, honey. August is almost here. Baby, August is brand new season for me. Surprise hello. Baby, in vacation time. I get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Yes, that's real life. That's real life. That's what I plan on doing. You know, I might be snagging up somebody's boy. That's not real life. That's entertainment. Throw all the pens away. No, baby, I need him to put that pen up and sign that thing to stop taking them taxes. Let me tell y'all, so it's treated as kind of like bonus because I told y'all like my extra job that I had been doing in July with the traveling audits, right? Yeah, I got some of that pay. Yeah, I got some of that pay. Yeah. Yeah, when I want to tell y'all something. The billable hours, like the billable rate is amazing. Yeah. After the uncles and the aunties and all of that, yeah. After all of that, no story like when after all that was said and done, and you just like, the gross was, and then no story. I actually was on the calculator like, no, maybe I'm not calculating that right. Let me see this. I got to see it. Yeah, and it's like half. I got half. I got to bring home. I'm grateful for that, but it's just one of those things to where you like, get rid of the taxes, please. Hey, Felicia, good morning. Felicia, that's what I was saying. What you mean about that pen? Just don't look at look. I'm telling you, the gross is what bothered me because I knew when I submitted the hours, right? And this was only half the month that I had submitted. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I already had kind of figured out, like, I mean, I knew taxes was coming out. And I was like, dang. But it just hit different when you see it, when you just, the gross. And that's why I messed up at just looking at, I just had to see it that way. Because it doesn't come, it don't come like in a separate check or anything. So it's all meshed into one. I only get paid once a month. So it's all meshed into one, but I had to separate it out because I was like, I got to see what this really looked like. And it really was disappointing. Yes, the pen in Texas. Baby, ooh, I thought that something was going to be done about that. Okay, if anything, because remember it was something being said about, like if you work overtime, but I don't get overtime, but you know, like wasn't it something about like if you work overtime, you weren't gonna be taxed on your overtime money and stuff like that. Lord, I don't y'all prison where I get him a lap dance or something to kill this stress. Baby, a little strong face self. She look like she just watch. She just get cute all day and watch reality TV and just say, "Sir." Hashtag the odd couple. Hashtag the odd couple. Oh, but what is her pronouns? And let me stop. That's not real life. That was entertainment. Yes. Yes. Oh. Hmm. I had to tell my son with no kids don't work over 2 hours. That's what I'm saying. I don't. You know, I just it's just one of those things too to where I just feel like I don't. You know, this getting ready to be a real life statement. I don't know okay, anybody like if you're like in your 20s, if you're over 21 and you're working, I don't necessarily know, like, I can't advise on what salary you need to be making, what you need to be making to do this. But if you're able to invest in a 401k or any type of investment, so I'm not want to advise which one, but I will honestly say I would think that I would tell a 25 and up person to look into it. I would think that go ahead and be serious about your future, right? Yeah. I wish I would have I think like I just wish I would have been a little more versed, you know, and understood the severity of it at a younger age to where now I don't invest like I invest like a higher percentage because I waited until I was about 40. No story. You know, to really be serious and to understand like, oh, you get what I'm saying? Oh, I need this is how much money. Like if I look at now the economy today, this is what I'm going to need to when I get finished working, I want to start working at this age. So when I get finished working, this is what I'm going to need. And so what do I need to invest now for me to have this to so I can live comfortably, right? You get what I'm saying? I didn't understand it. So I'm just telling y'all, this real life. This real life. Hold on. I need to put my phone on the charger. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, my back. Oh, y'all, I'm just wondering if it's something really wrong with my shoulder. Is it? I gotta get up off of here. I've been on here for 25 minutes. I made me some bacon this morning. Sat here trying to get my live together and burnt it. I'm gonna see if I can salvage any of it. The plan today is to get these off. Jandro, my box, my pain. Calm down. FYI, that wasn't real life. That was entertainment. Oh, okay. You got to go. Okay, you got to go. Okay. Hold on. You can't come in here. That little cute short. No. 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 I gotta get these off. I don't know. So you think I should have dainty short? No. No. Oh, this is so hilarious. This is so hilarious. This is so hilarious. What else? 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 Where's my Okay, y'all, I gotta get up off of here. Oh, I knew what I wanted to talk about. I don't have time now. How did that happen? So y'all, I'm trying. Nobody really answered my question. If it's on the internet, is it real? And if it's not on the internet, is it real? Do you hear how confusing that is? What's real? We went to a retirement party yesterday, right? We went to a retirement party yesterday for work. This real life, okay? This real life. And you know what's interesting though? Is that if you're gonna retire, if you're retiring and coming back as a part-time employee, like why are we having a retirement party? Like you coming back. You ain't going nowhere. To me, if it's not on the internet, then it's real. It's the fact that I think it's weird when like you say, you know, it's like if it's not on the internet, it's real, right? A lot of times certain things like when you're on social media, and this is gonna be a real life statement for me because the person that's watching me and wanting to stalk me and think that you know my entire life because you watch me on YouTube and you know me in real life. So the thing about it is, what happens is that a lot of times, first of all, I've already said that I have been making a lot of changes to my channel. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't even do on my channel that I used to do on my channel. So that's a reason for change up too, right? But also sometimes, like, as a content creator, and you start realizing some of the weird stuff you deal with, the weird stuff that happens, and then you're like, you know what, your real life, some of your real life, you just don't put it out here. Some of your real life, you just don't put it out here, because it's like you have to this is how I feel. I feel like some stuff gotta be sacred. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like you share so much, right? You share so much. I do. I share a lot on my channel, to where there are certain things that I'm like, well, I gotta keep that. I got to keep that to me, because it's no longer personal life, because I share so much on the World Wide Web, the internet. Okay. So what happens is, some things I don't share on the internet. And just because it's not shared on the internet doesn't mean that it's not real. Right? And that's the point I'm trying to get across, that sometimes some things that are on the internet aren't real. Right? Or it could be a little bit fabricated. It could be a white lie, stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying, so if it's on the internet, is it real? If it's off the internet, is it real? And I think that a lot of times, I think it's interesting when you have peoples that, like I said, come from my era, that are caught up in the world of the internet and social media, that, well, it's not real if you didn't put it on the internet. Right? So I hope, like, if you're watching, since this helps you determine real life, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Some stuff just don't have to come to the internet, because too. And then let me explain something else too, right? So what's gonna happen? So if I get on here and I tell y'all that I'm in this relationship, I'm in this amazing relationship, let's just say that, right? So y'all remember how? Let me give y'all an example. Y'all remember how Q and her husband? And let me preface, y'all, I'm not taking any digs. I'm using this situation as an example. Q and her husband kind of had like a little open back and forth, right? Now, I don't know if that was real or not, but we saw this on the internet, right? And some things were said about him, right? And a few people felt like, oh, well, then it validated it. Because you remember the dust in the pockets? Because remember, a lot of people thought that he didn't have any money. And then when she came on here and was like, dust in the pockets, I don't know. It was so much stuff that she said that you probably forgot, but you probably didn't forget about the dust in the pockets thing, right? It was because what happened is, and I'm trying to make a point here. So it's put out here that this my man, this my husband, this my relationship, woo, 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 woo. And I've said this so many times, that a lot of times as content creators, we share so much that, because I'm also a subscriber to other people's channels, it's just that I kind of understand a little differently now. But what happens is, you're so used to your favorite content creator sharing so much, that when something isn't shared, you feel you're deserving of information, right? So y'all just follow me, especially you back there in the back that want to stalk me and you know me in real life. So what happens is she put that person out here. Now there's questions that people feel they should have answers to. What does he do for a living? You get, listen, I'm giving and using this as an example for a reason. People had questions, right? And so what happens is you open, sometimes certain things you just don't share because you open up a whole different line of questioning or a whole open Pandora's box. And where would I have said that you were? Hey, Dequario. Hey, AZ. Thank you, Spiritual. If I would have killed that part of my life to myself, because now she lives so. That's what I'm saying. So there are certain things that, and I'm quite certain there's other content creators that can kind of understand where I'm coming from. There are just certain things, like especially like if you're a lifestyle channel, right? There are just certain things that you don't share, or you just mildly share, or put a little extra on maybe what you're sharing. You get what I'm saying? It's weird. It's weird. People are weird. People are weird. Because I ain't no worse than heaven. And that's the thing. So, Alicia, so what happens is people, this the thing. So, it's like, okay, so if I come out here and I say, I'm in love, like I'm in this relationship with this amazing person, y'all are going to have questions, right? Like, I'm in a relationship, like, oh my gosh, it's flourishing, like, all that. You have questions. You're going to want answers. And when they're not given, then you speculate and you create your own narrative, right? But guess what? If I never shared certain things, there's nothing for you a narrative for you to create. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, but that was the example I was using. That sometimes it's just certain things, and the reason why I changed up a lot is because you see certain things play out and happen with other content creators to where it's like, I gotta keep something to myself, right? Yeah. So if I'm not married and we ain't living together, it ain't like official. It ain't official in my world. No, not at all. We should give it some right. Hey, Chloe. Love it. What up? No one would think I was married because I don't talk about it on the internet. I keep that private. So does that mean that it ain't real? You get what I'm saying? That's it, child. And that doesn't mean that you don't respect your marriage, right? That don't mean that. That don't mean that. This was like, people are weird. People are weird, and that's the thing. Like, I've just never been. No. I've just never been that person that felt like, oh well, if you didn't put it on the internet, then boo, bye. But I'm gonna tell y'all what's real. This job. I got to get up. Chloe, thank you for my floating heart. Y'all asses ain't been sending gifts. Let me say, who we talking about? We're talking about me today. We're talking about real life on the internet. If it's on the internet, does that mean it's real? If it's off the internet, is it real? I know y'all like, what? But you see a picture on the internet. I put something on the internet. Is it real? if you know me in real life. So, and so the point I was making is that, okay, for instance, the thumbnail, right? Is that real? Right? Because it's on the internet. But if you know me in real life, I have seen people overshare their relationship and be looking crazy as hell. Let me pin this shit right here for the stalker that's keeping up with everything I say over here on the internet but can't get up and do something with real life. So let me pin this. Boom. So let me pin this. But yeah, it is a very legit question. Is it real? Y'all. Oh, wait. Did I tell y'all? Oh, yeah, I told y'all yesterday about Partner Perks. You content creators, okay? So make sure you guys check your email for Partner Perks. Oh, I don't think I finished explaining it. Okay, so wait, why do I have this piece just like sticking out like that? I guess because I had it in that ponytail so long. But anyway, so Partner Perks. Let me tell y'all something that was confusing to me. So you know how you have to have okay, so if you try to get your Partner Perks and they keep asking you for your unique code, you have to save your unique code from the first time they sent you Partner Perks. It's not in the email that you just received. So go in, type it in, and somewhere like type in Partner Perks to find your original an original email for Partner Perks to get the code from another email. It's not in the email that they sent, the most recent one, just letting y'all know. You have to use the same unique code that they sent maybe about a month ago, about a month or two ago. Then they go through them. Left and right. Chloe. Right. That's the thing. And so what happens is there are just certain things that I choose to not share, because then what will happen is if I'm sharing, I'm going to fully share. You get what I'm saying? If I'm sharing, I'm going to fully share. When there's questions, I'm going to fully share. And then what'll happen is the sharing is going to be mistaken for shading. Yeah, so no. The fuck? And don't let our problems hit the internet, because, baby, then I'll never miss you. Right. But, I had a friend. Hey, friend. I had a friend that her man, she had her man, like, location, right? And yeah, so had her man location, but he also drove her car and didn't know that they had the insurance that tracks. So, he turns the locator off sometime. But you driving the cars that friend owns, right? And she sit like almost all day and keep up with everything this man doing. All day. To where times when we're together, I have to say, girl, if you don't put that phone down, all day. Now, what's the problem with that? What's the problem with that? What would prevent that? What would prevent that? Her being in that, keeping up with that man's location all day. To be like, oh, he over there on the, oh, you know what? Such and such live over there. I know he ain't over there with, men probably just passing by that street. You get what I'm saying? But what would prevent that all day shit? If you had something else to do with your time. If you had something else to do with your time. If you have something else to do with your time, you got too much idle time on your hands to sit and keep up with a locator on the car and on the phone. Right? Hey, friend. Right? That's real life. That was a real life story. Hey, friend. That was a real life story. Okay? So you have that much time. And I feel like, guess what? The shit gonna surface if something is happening. Right? But you have too much time. If you were doing something else constructive with your time, you wouldn't have time to be doing that shit all day. I'm just saying, absolutely too much time. Right? Too much time. That was a real life story, friend. Right, survivor. Trust would prevent that. Right. But sometimes people don't trust themselves. So let's get into that with the idle time. Because you know what you doing. You ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Ain't no way in this entire universe would I ever try. Alicia. Exactly. Honey, it was the most, it is the most hilarious thing. Because I'm like, it's because she was like, oh, so he done turn his locator off? Hold on, let me log into State Farm. Surprise, hello. Hey, Kenny. Child, we couldn't go out together. Oh, little driver's own car. Say, I'm leaving you. Oh, boy, I ain't surviving. You can't be an open book like that because then you'll have a room full of T-Rexes thinking they know your every. Man, tell me about it. I'm going to hang around just a little bit longer for friend to be able to read the comments. Since the internet real life, I get it. There's always someone that's misconstrued comprehension on zero, right? On negative. It's 7 and y'all up here gossiping. Oh, bitch, we not gossiping. We talking about real life. We talking about real life. And what you doing? Why your mouth ain't full? Why your hands empty? Why you got time to be on here keeping up with what we talking about? Huh? You see what I'm talking about? How too much time on your hand and then you're interfering where? Why you ain't got no man got you tied up somewhere? Hmm? Hey, Gray Matter, if you have something else to do with your time, you don't have trust in that person exactly. Nikki Nicole, what's up? Why do people think they got to come out and share all their business in the first place? That's, I don't know. And that's the point that I was making. That, like, I feel, okay, like in real life, why do people feel like this is like a real situation to where because I'm not sharing certain things, it's not real. And I'm like, no, I choose not to share certain stuff. Cause dang friend, chill. Y'all, I gotta get up off of here. Yeah, but no, that was interesting. That was interesting. I was like, his friend get ready to message me and be like, stop talking about me. But it's on the internet. It's on the internet, so it's real. No face, no case. No face, no case, right? Right? Aaron, it would be 31 years for my husband being married, and I won't trade everyone. Baby, because first of all, that's just too much. I don't even want nobody tracking my every move like that. Like, do it matter if it's real or not? To some people. That's what the whole thing is about, though. That the thing, so what we were talking about is like, if you know a person in real life, right? And so if I'm not sharing it on the internet, that means that it's not real. It's weird to me. To me, that's weird. You get what I'm saying? So just because I'm not sharing something, like if you know me in real life but I'm not sharing it on the internet, you feel that it's not real because I'm not sharing it. But you know me in real life, right? It's wild. I put a lot of stuff on the internet for laughs and education purpose most of the time. I only share my person being some special occasion. Right. Right. Because, baby, when you be sharing that boy, oh, my goodness, your boy, oh, I be like, no, I can't say nothing. But happy birthday. No, I was cutting up with you. But I feel you, you know? It's all about content. That's the name of the game, whether it's real. But, Nikki Nicole, the thing about it is a lot of times, I just think a lot of people are so caught up in this world of, you know, they call it, like I was saying, Facebook official, Instagram official, stuff like that. Like, oh, well, if something didn't make it to the internet, like, it's not real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a person that know you in real life, since it didn't make it to the internet and you didn't tell it on the internet, then it must not be real. But you're standing right here. You can be standing right here, right? And you watch me drop this cup of ice. I didn't tell the internet that it happened. So it's not real, but you saw it in real life. But I didn't tell the internet that it just happened. So that means it didn't happen? And I know this shit might not be making that much sense to y'all because the shit don't make sense. But y'all, I gotta get up off of here. Hey, stalker friend. I hope you have a great day. Take as many naps as you need. Rewind this as many times as you need to. Hit me up if you want to know more about me. But y'all have a great day. Be great in it until next time.